Here is the charliesports.com Week 13 Sunday Football Sports Wrap. Early Game Summary. Los Angeles Chargers 17, Atlanta Falcons 13. Los Angeles had a rough day when possessing the ball, finishing with under 200 yards of offense on the day and 3 for 11 on third down. In fact, the Chargers' output in a win was historical, more on that later, which only further emphasizes how valuable their defense was to this victory. Falcons waste a Sunday. The entire day was just a sequence of missed opportunities for the Falcons, who entered Week 13 ranked dead last in the NFL in sacks with a total of 10 on the year, then found a way to rack up 5 of them on Justin Herbert's Sunday, hampering their opponent's ability to move the ball through the air. Pittsburgh Steelers 44, Cincinnati Bengals 38. Russell Wilson shook off a first pass pick six, a play where George Pickens fell down, to pelt the Bengals for the remaining 3+ quarters in his best game yet as a Steeler. For the 6th time this season, the Bengals allowed 34 or more points on defense. Coming off a bye, they allowed the Steelers to score on 5 straight first-half drives, undercutting the opening series pick six by Cam Taylor-Britt. Houston Texans 23, Jacksonville Jaguars 20. After taking a 23-6 lead early in the fourth quarter, the Texans appeared to be coasting to a solid road win, especially with Trevor Lawrence knocked out of the game. Trevor Lawrence was carted off and almost immediately ruled out with a concussion following a big hit from the Texans' Azeez Al-Shaair in the second quarter. It was clear it was a serious injury. Minnesota Vikings 23, Arizona Cardinals 22. It took falling behind 19-6 in the third quarter for the Vikings to kick it into gear. Sam Darnold threaded several passes into coverage, including a seeing-eye laser to Justin Jefferson in traffic while getting hit to march the Vikes for a much-needed touchdown. Arizona is going to be kicking itself for kicking field goals. 6 times the Cardinals marched inside Minnesota's 20-yard line. Indianapolis Colts 25, New England Patriots 24. Just when the second-year quarterback Anthony Richardson's growing pains appeared a touch too painful, he rallied the Colts back with his best drive of the game. Anyone watching Sunday will understand why New England now has double-digit losses on the season. Seattle Seahawks 26, New York Jets 21. It had to be partially comical for Gang Green fans to watch former draft picks dismantle their club. With the Seattle run game a mess, Geno Smith dropped huge plays to move the chains and take the lead late. Jets season spirals further down the drain. It turns out firing the general manager didn't change the outcome on the field for New York. Washington Commanders 42, Tennessee Titans 19. Washington has spent much of the last month hearing about how it's not ready to contend with the big dogs and how, much like past Cliff Kingsbury teams, its offense has run out of steam as the calendar turns to December. For at least one Sunday, the Commanders took those criticisms and fired them into the sun. Tennessee's first 4 possessions of this game ended as follows: punt, punt, fumble and fumble. Late game summary. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 26, Carolina Panthers 23, OT. The Buccaneers were on the verge of dropping a brutal game at Carolina when they found a way to pull it out in overtime. Bryce led a convincing, confident go-ahead drive. It wasn't the result the Panthers wanted, but what they saw from Bryce Young had to make them feel like they're in better hands. Los Angeles Rams 21, New Orleans Saints 14. L.A. was on the field for only 23 plays through 2 quarters, unable to sustain drives while going 1 of 5 on third downs and generating just 93 total yards compared to 174 for New Orleans. Saints tumble with a chance to earn ground in the NFC South. Philadelphia Eagles 24, Baltimore Ravens 19. The Eagles fell behind 9-0 on the road and couldn't muster much of anything offensively, punting on their first 4 possessions before finally piecing together a touchdown drive that included them turning up the tempo in order to reach the end zone. The Ravens' most glaring issue is currently their boot. Justin Tucker's struggles have been documented consistently throughout the 2024 season, yet Sunday felt like a new low for him. Sunday night summary. Buffalo Bills 35, San Francisco 49ers 10. Allen does it all in MVP statement showing. Not long after the Saquon Barkley-led Philadelphia Eagles bested the Lamar Jackson-led Baltimore Ravens in a matchup brimming with MVP talk, Josh Allen said, "Hold my very, very cold beverage." San Francisco, and likely its season, lost in the snow. Against the backdrop of a snowy night, the white-jerseyed 49ers seemed to disappear at times. Thank you for visiting charliesports.com sports wrap page. We can't wait to recap again next week on this page.